Hello and welcome to this informational webinar concerning the Storm Prediction Center Day 1 through 3 Convective Outlook Changes. The Storm Prediction Center has revised the Day 1, Day 2, and Day 3 categorical severe weather outlooks to better communicate risk and describe the likelihood of severe weather. This includes the addition of 2 new categories for the SPC Convective Outlook. Effectively, this takes it from 3 outlook categories to now 5 outlook categories. Changes to the Day 1 through 3 convective outlooks became effective on October 22, 2014. Some background information. First, risk communication is fundamentally linked to science-based threat probabilities. This drives communication intensity and decision support. Probabilities are central to all SPC convective outlooks. Underlying severe weather probabilities dictate the convective outlook categories. The SPC has been issuing probabilistic forecasts since 1999. For the Day 1 forecast, this includes 3 distinct probability forecasts for tornadoes, hail, and damaging winds. For Days 2 and 3, all severe weather hazards are combined. Some of the rationale behind these changes include several years of customer feedback on the limitations of C-text and slight. Slight, moderate, and high terminology has been used for 40 years. They have an established understanding, and these thresholds will essentially remain unchanged. Many days and areas commonly dwell in slight risk. However, much more detailed forecast information is contained within the SPC probabilistic outlooks. The new categorical outlooks will now more directly convey this information in the forefront. The addition of enhanced addresses concern about slight. Also, the addition of numbers on graphical legend aids interpretation, and colors are also important. The social science community was engaged heavily in planning. Taking a look at the outlook changes in more detail, the C-text label has been replaced with a marginal category, thus a line and area have been added to the categorical outlook. For the slight risk, the lower part of the slight risk is unchanged, however an enhanced category has been added on the upper end. The moderate and high categories are essentially unchanged. Another way to look at these outlook changes, again, the risk categories have been increased to 5 levels for Days 1 and 2, and to 4 levels for the Day 3 outlook. The C-text label has been replaced with a marginal category for the lowest risk probabilities, and then enhanced has been inserted between the high-end slight and low-end moderate probabilities. Now we'll take a look at some retrospective case examples to illustrate these changes. In each of the following examples, the older graphics will be on the upper left, with the newer graphics on the lower right. In this first example, a marginal risk is added. You can see that illustrated across parts of the Pacific Northwest and the plains, where the prior C-text now becomes a marginal risk. In the second example, this features the addition of a marginal risk and an enhanced risk in the lower right. Finally, our third case particularly well illustrates the difference from the 3-category system to now the 5-category system. This is what the new graphics would have looked like in the lower right for the high-risk tornado outbreak of April 27, 2011. In summary, 2 new SPC convective outlook categories, being marginal and enhanced, were added on October 22, 2014. Subjectively calibrated and scientifically skillful probabilistic forecasts drive all SPC forecasts and related risk communication. Outlook changes will result in categorical outlooks containing more of the detail that was already available in SPC probabilistic forecast. Progress continues in maximizing the value of the SPC webpage for all customers. Thank you for joining us on this informational briefing concerning the Storm Prediction Center Outlook changes. You can see our website listed on this slide, and also how to reach us on Twitter and Facebook.